Hi guys, this is Sam from Fluid Social, talking to you from King's Cross, right next to the canals. And today what I want to talk about is dating as a single dad. And for all the single dads that are watching my channel, I know a significant proportion of the channel are guys with children, either in the UK or in another country, and you're looking to get back in the dating scene. And I want to give you guys some advice on how I manage as a single dad to continue having sort of fruitful and interesting and fun relationships, even whilst I have a baby and a baby mother as well. And so the first thing that I want you to think about, which I'm sure most of you are already, but is to understand what your priority is. With anything in life, however important it is, there's always a sense that we can get wrapped up in something when we're starting to become interested in it. So for example, you know you've got your child and your baby mother and you want to look after them and provide and be the best father that you can be for your child. But then you start noticing other women and getting into approaching and cold approach and meeting people. And you can tend to have your attention drawn away from the family and the child onto the dating and really focus on the dating. And what I would encourage you to do is to remember that everything fits into its right place. And as a father, your number one priority is your family, is your child, and making sure that they have everything they need. And then you can look at the dating as a side in the same way that you'd look at exercise in the gym. It's another part of your life. It doesn't mean that you stop focusing on your family and child or even become distracted from them for a few days. You want to keep your focus on what's important and then subsidize your life with other things, introduce other things. So the dating is an aside. So you're thinking about your child, you're thinking about the mother of your child and the family, and making sure that that's always your number one priority. Then what you want to think is, right, as a single dad, how am I going to approach this? There's this common understanding that you don't want to say too much on the first date, you don't want to overshare, you don't want to talk about your life's nuances and sort of secrets very early on because it might put her off. Well, I'm going to tell you something counterintuitive, which is that you do want to do that as a single dad early on. Essentially, you should see your time as valuable. You've got the family to look after, you want to work on your dating life. Any woman that you bring into your life as a single father, she has to be okay with your situation. And if she's not okay with it at the start, she's not likely to be okay with it later. And if she is, there's going to be some unnecessary resistance. And what I'm telling you from experience is that dating single girls as a single father, some of them are going to be okay with the fact that you're a father and you've got a child and you've got a family, either in this country or in another country, and some of them will not. It's not what they're looking for. You are looking for the girls that are. You don't need to worry about the women that don't want to date you or don't want to see you because you're a father. You want to focus on the ones that are. And the ones that are going to see that as something interesting. They're going to see you as confident for not hiding it, not feeling like you need to hide your child from the world in case she's no longer attracted to you, but being honest and upfront about your relationship with the family, telling her that you want to look after the family, that the child means everything to you, and that you, if you do, that you love and respect and have an amazing relationship with the mother. And if you don't, you can say that as well. The point is that kind of honesty is not unattractive. It's only unattractive to women that aren't looking for that. But a lot of women, and I can tell you from experience, a lot of women find it really interesting and they find it kind of exciting, and there's something a little different. You've got a certain set of experiences and a level of life experience being a father and having this interesting story that they can really get into and see where it goes, right? They want to know more about you. They might want to date you for a little bit and see how things go. So the first thing is to remember your priorities. That family is your priority. This is not a distraction from your family. This is something that you bring your family into. They have to be a part of whatever relationship you're having. The woman has to be okay with that and be understanding of the situation in the same way that you have to be understanding and grateful if she's cool with it and if she's down for your mission as a father. So the first thing is to remember your priorities. The second thing is to be upfront right from the start. You've got nothing to lose. If she's not interested after you tell her, then that's not the girl for you. Focus your attention elsewhere. There's plenty of women that aren't going to be put off or turned off by the fact that you're a dad. Focus on them. It's so simple. The third thing is to think, well, instead of running up and down the streets all day and just approaching women in the streets, where can I go where I'm likely to find women that might be interested in single fathers, right? And that's not a very specific location. That could be virtually anywhere. But I would recommend selecting venues and events as your go-to places. So for example, maybe an art gallery is the type of place you're going to find intelligent, well-traveled, interesting, young, attractive women. You put yourself in an art gallery or a specific food festival or a music exhibition on a particular artist that you're interested in. Those are the places where you're likely to form connections with like-minded people who are more likely to be open to these sort of ideas. The next thing I would say, and in the same vein of going to specific locations and selecting events for their profitability when it comes to the results that you might get and the people you might meet, is to think about networking with other people in a similar position in your current location. So as a single father, my baby and baby mama are in Rio de Janeiro right now. So I spend a significant amount of my time in the year over there and a significant time here. And so what I've done in both London and Rio is I found groups of other single parents with the little ones. Single mums, single dads, parents that are together, friends for my baby, really strong networks who we can go out with and introduce the little ones and form friendships in our respective locations. And as a single father, maybe there's a single mother there that you'd like, and she would have that very strong understanding. If you're not interested in a single mother, at least get that network. Maybe you can meet their friends and you can all go out for drinks. Maybe another couple has a friend who they think would be perfect for you, and you can sort of get that indirect setup or blind date sort of situation through that network. But networking is the most important thing here. The cold approach in the streets is essentially training for your performance when you're networking, when you're going to events, when you're at parties, social occasions, festivals, exhibitions, venue spaces. This is your training is to cold approach in the streets, but that is where the magic is likely to happen, particularly if you are looking for a serious relationship or if you're looking for something a little more substantial, honest, open, wholesome. You're going to find them at events or through friends of friends. So make that your target. Network within like-minded circles of interesting and similar individuals, meet with them and go to events and event spaces and dinners and parties with those people. If you can do both things, maybe go to events. For example, in Rio de Janeiro, there's a place called the Casa Feijão, which is like an old colonial mansion with a huge garden space, and loads of the parents will go there with their little ones and they'll all meet each other. Everyone will be networking, getting to know each other. The babies are playing and communicating and learning. It's an amazing vibe. It's free to enter. And they have great events on, paid events and free events, and that's an amazing networking space if you're a parent. The same thing exists in London. Go to these spaces, Clapham Common, Clapham Junction, loads of young families and people that you can network with. Look online, find these events, find these people, network, build your circle, and that is how you're going to meet the people that you are going to really connect with and gel with as a single father. And I'm going to do some more videos on this because I think it's very interesting. I've had a few clients talking to me about wanting to set up a family potentially, and also people who have pre-existing families with children. So I want to do some more videos on dating for fathers because I think it is not something that's spoken about enough. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And obviously get in contact with me at admin@fluid.social. If you have any questions, I can help you answer them. If you are a single father, I'm happy to help you out with the best locations, potentially even invite you along to some of the events that I go to and introduce you to some of these circles already. So if you have any questions at all, that's admin@fluid.social. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Sam out.